What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Charlie, and I am back at it again with another video. And today, playing the Stanley Parable. I don't know if y'all ever seen this game before, but it came out a while ago. Like when I'm saying a while, I mean like years ago. Back when like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye played it. Back when it was like, you know, old. Back when like they was still going up in YouTube too. But this is like the ultra deluxe version. There's like hella endings to it. Not hella, but like there's endings to it, different endings that I could pick or whatever I can get to. Yeah, bro. But I'm not gonna try to keep this. I'm not gonna have this video be too long, bro, or even have this intro be too long, because I know y'all want to see the gameplay. I know I'll be talking a lot. But if you haven't already, how about we start with the basics? Like the video, bro. I really appreciate it. It helps me, you know, grow the channel. It helps me get to more people. Helps me like to be seen on anything. Yeah, so please like the video, smash it out the park. You feel me? Comment, let me know, bro. No, comment whatever you feel like comment. I really don't even care, bro. Like, let me know how I did, how your day is going. You know, if I can help in any way. You feel me? Or if you're trying to tell me that I'm trash at the game or whatever, bro. Let me know, bro. And most importantly, if you haven't already, what I was gonna say before, but I'm saying now, if you haven't already, please hit that sub button, man. I really appreciate it. You know, it helps a lot, bro. It helps me, you know, be like, okay. Helps my confidence, helps me like to know, like, oh yeah, I really want to keep playing this game. I really want to keep doing this. So, yeah, bro. Without further ado, without more talking, we're gonna hop into the game. It's Stanley's Parable.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
It's like one of them songs where it's like somebody sneaking around the building or something. Like when they put it on old PS2 games like Flushed Away or something.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
34
this
milliseconds.
Is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Crazy.
And Stanley was happy.
That's the most important thing.
And then one day,
I guess,
something very peculiar happened.
Something
that would forever change
Stanley.
Shit. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Where everybody go?
Showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, so now we in the game for real. So I guess there's different endings because it's like a Stanley's Parable. So you can pick like whether you want to follow the narrator, or whether you want to like
all of his co-workers
go with what he's saying, or maybe just not do it at all.
To go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am not sure which one I'm going to do yet.
Stanley looked. He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm just kind of just pressing stuff right now.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You sound like a hater, bro. Let me unlock stuff. Let me do what I do best, bro. Press buttons, bro. Don't be weird, bro. So there's a door right there. I really feel like some of these open. I mean, you tell me I can't get through none of these? Crazy. So crazy.
When Stanley came to a set of
here's where it starts, bro.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, do I want to follow the narrator or do I want to go? Okay, we'll follow the narrator. We'll follow the narrator this time. This time. We'll follow the narrator. Okay. Okay. All right, can I open this door? Oh my gosh, bro. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressive with other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it. Who made these slides? Who's putting these? Where's the projector? Oh. What's controlling the projector? Nah, see, I'll turn this off. I can't close this. Can I knock this over? Y'all don't let me win for real. Oh!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. There's something in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
If I stay in this broom closet, huh? I'll close the door.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
You sound like a hater, bro.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Listen, bro. Only reason why I'm staying in the closet is because you're asking me why I'm in the closet, and now I'm going to be sitting here in the closet.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
You're going to stand here.
I never would have thought to mention it.
But now we in here. So you're going to stand here for a little longer. You ran out of dialogue or you start changing
Maybe
stuff up?
to you, this is somehow its own branching
Okay,
path.
come on. Let's go.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope
I don't have an
your
accent.
friends find this concerning.
Okay, I'm still in here, so you feel me? It's all good. It's all good in the hood, baby.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He
You're
probably
such
only got
a
the job
hater.
Because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm not moving out this closet now. Yeah, what else you got to say?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yep.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
What are
Please
you?
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, so he was doing all that extra. So now we're going to see if he does anything else or if it's just like, okay, so like it's nothing now. Let's go.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Yes,
I
sir.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Who said?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can go downstairs. Oh, this is crazy. Why is it red down here? I got whose whip is this?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Whoa!
coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Infinity War.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
He's so smart.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility?
These rooms are still going.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I got stuck. I shouldn't have went down here.
He knew for certain
I shouldn't have went down here.
that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Oh?
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want
My
is
wife?
my life exactly the way
Who's
it's
marrying
always
me,
been.
bro?
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Psych! I lied.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up.
Oh my
name
God.
is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Yo?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who's Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and
Whose
what
car
isn't.
is that?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel
Whose car
better.
is that?
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
No! Mariella? What? How did I get outside? How did I do that? I could have sworn I was in this office, bro. In this office. And then I somehow was able to get outside. You know what? I think that sign said exit. Back when I went down the stairs. And then I actually went outside, but then I was in that bitch tripping. Yo, man. Yo. Huh. All right, y'all. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Stanley's Parable, or the Stanley Parable. Y'all want me to watch it more, you know, show me you do by interacting to the video, interacting on the video, by, you know, commenting, let me know, or subbing to the channel. If I can get some views, some comments, and some subs, bro, oh, best believe I'm back on this game. Best believe I'm back on this game. There's no doubt about it. For real. There's no doubt about it. But other than that, you guys, appreciate y'all for watching. Hope you have a great day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay humble, man. I'll catch you in the next one.
Entertainment.